What's a nepotism baby and why has it been stirring online debate? The term has been making the rounds over the last year thanks to TikTok and describes celebrities with famous parents. Basically, nepotism babies are born into privilege, and the connections of their star-studded parents give them a significant boost to succeed in Hollywood. While the debate continues over whether Nepo babies earned their stripes or were handed them on a silver platter, here's 15 of them who may have tricked you into believing in their success. Number 15. Lily Rose Depp. Johnny Depp and Vanessa Paradise's 23-year-old daughter has followed in her father's footsteps by appearing in a handful of films. She got her first leading role at the age of 17 when she was cast as the co-protagonist in the 2016 comedy horror film Yoga Hosers. But before that, Lily began her career in the spotlight as a model when she was chosen to model for a Chanel campaign at 16 years old. How do you score a gig like that at such a young age? In an interview with Elle last November, the actress claimed that nothing is going to get you the part except for being right for the part. Her comments rubbed some people the wrong way and sparked criticism. Number 14. Kendall Jenner. Another celebrity that made her modeling debut at a very young age is Kendall Jenner. It's believed that her mother, Kris Jenner, helped her get a contract with Wilhelmina Models in 2010. In other words, Kendall was signed to one of the world's largest modeling agencies at the age of 13 with no prior experience thanks to her mother's power and influence in the industry. Despite being a member of the world-famous Kardashian-Jenner clan, Kendall denies that her family ties made it easier for her to climb the celebrity ranks. She even says it made things more difficult for her. That's something quite hard to believe if you're a regular fixture on Keeping Up with the Kardashians when you barely hit your teenage years. Number 13. Brooklyn Peltz Beckham. Before deciding on a culinary career, the son of football legend David Beckham and Spice Girl Victoria Beckham tried pursuing photography and football. From the looks of it, Brooklyn is enjoying his Nepo baby privileges while downplaying them at the same time. In a TikTok video that went viral last year, the 23-year-old said that his fortunes came from being a chef while kicking back in his car, which cost more than $1 million. His answer referred to his TV show, Cooking with Brooklyn, which reportedly cost $100,000 per episode. Brooklyn also received backlash from the internet after a Sunday roast he made after the new year was criticized for looking very raw. But guess who came to his rescue? None other than Mr. Hell's Kitchen himself, Gordon Ramsay, who's a known friend of the Beckhams. Number 12. Tennant. 20-year-old Ty comes from a lineage of actors who have starred in the British series Doctor Who since the 60s. His maternal grandfather, Peter Davison, played the Time Lord in the early 80s, while his father, David Tennant, currently portrays the character. Ty has expressed interest in playing the role somewhere down the line, but for now, he's building his acting resume. He's already acted in several TV shows, most notably playing Aegon Targaryen in House of the Dragon. Number 11. Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz followed in her father, Lenny Kravitz's footsteps by pursuing a career in both music and acting. Although her father was more known for his music, Zoe has built a stronger reputation in the acting arena, which is more in line with her mother Lisa Bonet's career of choice. Although she doesn't hide the fact that she came from famous parents, Zoe isn't a fan of the criticism being aimed at Nepo babies. In an interview with GQ, she said it's completely normal for people to be in the family business. Number 10. Maya Hawke. The genetics of Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman are so strong in Maya Hawke that fans debate which of her parents she resembles more. Maya started as a model and became famous for playing the role of Robin in the Netflix hit Stranger Things. She's also dabbled in music and has 2 studio albums under her name. Unlike many Nepo babies, Maya has acknowledged her advantage in the industry due to having celebrity parents. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Maya said that as a Nepo baby, you will get chances for free, but the chances will not be infinite. Number 9. Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet didn't exactly come from a Hollywood family, but he does have roots in film and theater. His mother, Nicole Fender, used to be a dancer on Broadway, and his maternal grandfather was a filmmaker. Technically, he still qualifies as a Nepo baby, but not like others whose parents are huge celebrities with many connections in Hollywood. Since his family lacked the network that gives Nepo babies a leg up, his fans argue that he actually had to do the work. And with a strong debut lead performance in the film Call Me By Your Name, it's hard to argue that Chalamet earned his star status through his talent. Number 8. Deacon Phillippe. The youngest on the list, 18-year-old Deacon is the son of Ryan Phillippe and actress and producer Reese Witherspoon. Deacon got his acting start on the 3rd season of the Netflix series Never Have I Ever. Variety reports that Deacon's mother vouched for him by telling executive producer Mindy Kaling he was interested in an acting career. Kaling is a close friend of Witherspoon, and as a favor, she ended up casting Deacon in the show. Social media tagged the move as nepotism at its finest and most basic. Number 7. Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid is the son of acting powerhouses Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid. He first made the rounds by portraying Huey in the ultraviolet Amazon superhero series The Boys. Since then, he has received movie roles for films such as the 2022 version of Scream and Christopher Nolan's upcoming biopic Oppenheimer. Jack knows that his name is often attached to the Nepo baby discussion, and at one point, he wanted to distance himself from it by making a name for himself. He has said that he tried changing his last name so he won't be associated with his parents, and declined to have his father's agent working for him. In the end, however, he just decided to ride along with it and focus less on the nepotism debate. Number 6. Lily Collins. The Emily in Paris star is the daughter of Jill Taverman and musical artist Phil Collins, who made a name for himself in the rock band Genesis and as a solo act. Lily's father would have made a career in music much easier, but when discussing nepotism in Hollywood, the 33-year-old implies that it's the reason why she instead forged a career in acting. In an interview, Lily said that she wanted to be herself, and while she loved to sing, she didn't want to follow in her father's footsteps. She knew that doing so would get her the Nepo baby treatment, so instead she focused on her acting, which demanded working harder. Still, it's hard to escape the notion that her last name aided her success, especially when your father is one of the biggest selling artists of all time. Number 5. Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson, who got her big break with a starring role in the 50 Shades movies, is the daughter of actors Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson. Acting is basically in her blood, and she has received praise for her various movie roles. She has claimed that her upbringing was so traumatic due to the volatile relationship between her parents, but has also acknowledged that she was privileged from the get-go. So as talented as Dakota is, that privilege likely followed her throughout her acting career and might have given her the usual Nepo baby advantage in Hollywood. Number 4. John David Washington. Denzel's kid John David Washington initially avoided the acting department, instead pursuing a career in professional football to avoid nepotism accusations. But an injured Achilles tendon cut his football career short, prompting him to shift to acting. His lead performances in roles like BlacKkKlansman and Tennant raised his profile as an actor, and as he expected, the comparisons to his father began. Washington is aware that he'll always be linked to his father, and unlike before, he's learned to worry about it less. But whether he's aware of it or not, being under the shadow of someone as talented as Denzel is a huge Nepo baby privilege in Hollywood that can grant him immense star power. Number 3. Jaden Smith. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's eldest child, Jaden, is a first ballot Nepo baby. The young star got his first movie experience acting alongside his father in the 2006 film The Pursuit of Happiness. 4 years later, he starred alongside Jackie Chan in the Karate Kid remake and launched a music career with a duet with Justin Bieber. Jaden's career trajectory is very similar to his father, who also shifted between being a rapper and an actor. But whereas Will built his way up by teaming with Jazzy Jeff before landing TV and movie roles, Jaden was partnered with big Hollywood stars immediately. The young actor capitalized on the best benefits that nepotism could grant him. Could it also be the reason why he can get away with his ridiculous claims and strange theories about things like chemtrails? Number 2. Lottie Moss. While some Nepo babies feign ignorance to their privileges, Kate Moss's half-sister Lottie is a staunch defender of said privileges. The 24-year-old isn't afraid of airing out her thoughts despite what others feel about the discussion. Lottie chimed in the conversation on Twitter and dropped some lines that could be real talk or plain insensitivity, depending on how you view it. In her tweet, she said, "I'm so sick of people blaming nepotism for why they aren't rich and famous or successful. Obviously, it's not fair that people who come from famous families are getting a leg up because of that, but guess what? Life isn't fair. If you put your mind to something, you can accomplish." Her defense of nepotism was so harsh, it attracted a backlash that prompted her to delete her Twitter account. Number 1. Tom Hanks's children. Legendary actor Tom Hanks has 4 children, and guess what? All of them are actors. His eldest, Colin, has appeared in movies like the 2005 remake of King Kong, The House Bunny, and the Jumanji film series, as well as TV shows such as Band of Brothers, Dexter, and Fargo. Hank's daughter, Elizabeth, has appeared in Forrest Gump and That Thing You Do, both of which Hank starred in. His son Chet has acted in the TV shows Empire and Shameless, and has also tried a career in music. And his youngest, Truman, had a part in his father's recent movie, A Man Called Otto, playing the younger version of Hank's character. The fact that they're all in showbiz raises a question. How easy is it to enter the industry if your father is one of the most famous actors in America? Addressing the issue of nepotism, Hank said that the entertainment industry is a family business, while claiming that his last name had no direct correlation to the success of his children. "Doesn't matter what our last names are," the film star said. "We have to do the work in order to make that a true and authentic experience for the audience." And those are 15 famous nepotism babies whose privileges played into their success. Is there anyone we missed? What's your take on the issue of nepotism in Hollywood? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.